Okay, if you guys could look up here, please. So, here we have we have to find the slope of a line. There's two ways we can do this. I'm going to do it one way on this one, the kind of like the easier way, and then I'm going to do the longer way over here. But you can use both ways, but I'm showing you both ways because sometimes you have to find slope in all your given coordinate points, not a graph. So if you don't have coordinate points, you have to know how to find slope a different way. Here, I'm going to use the method rise over run. It's the quickest method. I have a graph. I can use rise over run with a graph. So my rise from this point to this point, I'm going to count up. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got a rise of 6 between this point and this point, and I have a run of 1, 2, 3, 4. I can reduce this by 2, and it equals 3 halves, which actually equals 1.5. That 1.5, the 1.5 is my slope. So I could go write my equation, y equals 1.5, x plus my y-intercept, which is 6. This would be my equation for that line. What are some things that we know about this line? Linear, because it's straight. It's a positive slope. It's linear. Y-intercept 6. Has a slope of 1.5. Okay. So those are all things that we know about this. It's positive, has a y-intercept of 6. It has a slope of 1.5. Over here, I'm going to do this one a little bit differently. Let's say we did not have a graph. We only had coordinate points. This point would be -8, 2. And this point would be 0, 0. So, Ted, you want to watch this because I know exactly what happened. If I didn't have a graph and I couldn't just go, okay, what's the rise from here to here and what's the run, I would have to do it this way. I have to go y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. Now, this gives me that change, the delta. The delta y, over delta x. So I'm going to call this 2, and I'm going to call this coordinate point 1. So my y coordinate 2 point is -8. So I literally put it in right here, -8, minus my y coordinate 1, that's x. My y coordinate 2 point is 2. And then I'm going to subtract my y coordinate 1 point, which is 0. That's where that comes from. y2 minus y1. There's my y2 minus y1. Now I do the same thing. x2 is -8 minus x1, which is 0. So 2 minus 0 is 2. And then -8 minus 0 is -8. This gives me a slope of -1/4 because 2 goes into 2 one time and 2 goes into there 4 times. So, finding slope. And you will have to, you're going to be able to do it this way, no doubt. But you're also going to have just 2 points, no graph. And it's going to ask you, what's the slope? That means you have to know how to do this. That's why I'm showing you. That's what I've been showing you last week and now this week as well. Okay? This is also right up here. Okay? Rise over 1. I even give you an example of here's here's coordinate point 2. There's coordinate point 1. Show it to you. And I even show you the slope. Okay? I always leave my anchor charts up. So, yes, you will know how to do it this way. Now that -1/4 slope, talk to your partner, what would the equation be? Go, talk to your partner. Okay. I heard Josh was saying it's y equals -1/4 x plus 0. That's exactly what it is. There is no y-intercept. This is a proportional line. Why is it proportional? Madison. It goes through 0, 0. What else makes it proportional?
It's straight.
That's linear.
It doesn't have a y. It doesn't have a y in it.
The other thing that makes it proportional is that it has the same amount of space above as it does below. This does not. You can tell. There's less space over here and more space over there. What? Okay. If I like proportional means it's the same, right? Okay. So, like if you think about it, a proportional size of anything means it's either reduced by a certain percent or increased. And this is the same size as this. This is not proportional, this side to that side. Not proportional. What do we know about this line? Shaylin? Okay, it's proportional line, yeah. What else do we know about it? Tristan, what else do we know about this line? What else do we know? Is it positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative.
Wait, hold
It's a
on.
negative slope.
Wait, hold on.
Okay?